Now in its ninth year, the Spice and Music Festival is truly a celebration of our wonderful way of life and what we have to offer here in Opelousas and in Southwest Louisiana. We do have spice companies that have a huge presence here in our city. But also, we pay homage to our wonderful food and our language and our dance. It's all part of the culture that we have here, and it's pretty unique. Opelousas has been for many years known as the crossroads of Louisiana.
This is a unique festival for the parish as it combines spice and music, so food and music, which most festivals you might say, oh, well, everybody has music and bands, but the spice is a little bit different. We have 4 different food companies that are located here, and 2 of them are pretty big names in terms of the spice houses. So we have Targill and Tony Chachere's, and then there's also Savoir Foods. So we're a little bit unique in terms of the actual spice as the main ingredient for the festival. Not just about food, but the spice that goes into the food.
So the festival, of course, is a 2-day celebration that celebrates our way of life. And this, of course, includes some of the best Louisiana music and some of the best Cajun and Creole cuisine. We also have carnival rides and entertainment. It's a really family-friendly event.
Tell me why this festival is important to your generation.
It's important because the community and everyone that wants to come and that's here about the festival comes out and supports everyone. We get to listen to the great music from people around Louisiana, all the Zydeco players, the good foods, the venues. We get to see all the artwork that we never probably even seen before in Louisiana, but it's a very good experience for someone who doesn't know about the Louisiana culture, for someone to come out, because you get to taste Louisiana basically if you just come to the festival.
Tell us about what you'll be serving at the festival.
We're going to serve brisket, but we do barbecue basically. And we're going to probably have brisket, ribs, pork steak, chicken, links, and that's probably going to stop right there. But I do a lot of other stuff, but this is my barbecue. And when I say barbecue, I don't mean smoked meat, I mean barbecue. I have baked beans and I have dirty rice and on my plate lunches that I serve every day, along with the barbecue and with a piece of cake and a bread and potato salad. So we have a full meal on our plates, but basically speaking, what happens is we do our barbecue, and most of our stuff is from scratch. We don't buy stuff in the store, but the meat items and stuff, and we put it together. So when we say dirty rice, you're gonna get a chance to see some dirty rice, the real deal from back in the days.
You have unique things here, so it's educational.
Yes, very educational. You get to learn about your French culture, Creole culture, the different spices, and the artwork that rejuvenated in Louisiana. This event is very family-oriented, friends. I mean, if you can't find nothing to do, then why not come to the festival and enjoy good music and food?
The Opelousas Spice and Music is important to people of my age because I represent the young people of Opelousas. I think the young people of Opelousas should come out and support the festival. It's a great festival. It promotes the spices of Opelousas, such as Tony Chachere's, Targill, that's made in Opelousas. And it also represents the culture, the Cajun music, the Zydeco music that we all enjoy in Opelousas.
Zydeco is almost a traditional thing that's passed down from generation to generation. People in my family have played, and I'm doing the same with my kid. So it's almost something that's instilled in you from young if it's in the family, and as you can see, it's growing really, really fast. There's so many different styles of accordions and accordion players. People come from all over the world just to see that. And I mean, it's in Louisiana, we have a different flavor. I mean, I'm sure there's accordions all over the world, but we have such a different flavor to all the genres of music that we partake in, So I think it's going to be really, really fascinating to someone that never really seen what I call high energy accordion playing.
Festival is a unique festival. We blend into 2 things that is so important to Louisiana: spice and food and music. My generation, we act as a liaison between the younger generation and our seniors. So as a promoter, I go out and try to encourage everyone to come out and participate in our unique festival.
What are some of the traditions and things that you hand down to the younger generation?
Well, some of the traditions we hand down, first of all, we hand down royalty, so that's why we have a pageant every year. And we also talk about being family oriented. For the teens, we try to encourage them to get other teens involved in community events, such as our festival and things that go on in the city. For our Miss generation, we try to get them to be a promoter, to go out and to talk about tourism. We know tourism is so important and vital in the state, and so their job is to be our tourism specialist, our tourism counselor for the city.
What the festival offers is a truly an authentic experience for someone looking for Cajun and Creole and the traditions and the way of life. They can experience authentic Cajun and Creole food, as well as hear the music and dance. It's a great experience for someone looking to truly dive into Louisiana culture.
Tell us what people can learn at this festival educationally about the culture.
What can they learn? Well, of course, here in Opelousas, which is really the third oldest settlement in the Louisiana Purchase, and obviously because of that, really reflects the original Louisiana Creole culture, which was a multi-ethnic culture. People mistakenly assume because of mass marketing misinformation that Creole is a race. Creole is not a race. It is a multi-ethnic, international, interracial culture whose birth or genesis began with the advent of the hideous Atlantic African slave trade, which brought the French, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Africans, and the North American Indians together for the first time. And in spite of that gruesome and very ugly political circumstance of the slavery, something remarkable happened. It was the unexpected result of love, the creation of an international, interracial culture that would affect the world from the Indian Ocean to West Africa to the French Antilles to the Gulf south of Louisiana.
The main thing that I hear from traveling all over the world is the food, as well as the music. So most people don't use as much spices in their food as we do here in Louisiana, and they come to experience that. I think that would be such a pleasant experience for out-of-towners, or even if you're from another country. It's definitely different. And the music is totally different. You won't find it nowhere else like it here in Louisiana, in my opinion.
Can people see how accordions are made here?
Yes, there are so many different accordion builders here in Louisiana, and everybody has their own unique style of building their accordion. So they're probably going to be demonstrating a bunch of different things. So many different brands of accordions. I play pretty much all of the brands to try and support all of the accordion makers here in Louisiana. So it'll be something interesting for people that's into woodwork.
And tell us a little bit about the things that people can see at the festival.
There is lots to do and see. There's going to be a carnival this year, so the kids can come out and enjoy the rides. There's going to be live entertainment for them to come out and see. There's going to be cook-offs so they can taste the wonderful foods of Opelousas, and there's going to be venues there, so if they want to buy spices to take back home, they're more than welcome to purchase those.
St. Landry Parish has a grant program, the Tourist Commission that is, has a grant program, and we assist fairs and festivals and events with their marketing and advertising campaigns and their strategies. So Opelousas Spice and Music Festival did apply for one of the grants, and they received our maximum award of $1,000. So we help them with placing their marketing message and their spots and their advertising, and kind of help them with their overall campaign in order to get people here.
It's a lot of things that contribute to making it such a great place, such a colorful and cultural place to be. We are influenced by Cajuns and Creoles, as well as other groups that came here and established the city. So we have a really rich yet distinct way of life here.
When people travel here, what else can they see in St. Landry Parish?
There's tons of attractions. We have, you'll see the poster behind me. We have the Zydeco Cajun Prairie Scenic Byway, and that covers a lot of the older roads, so the non-interstate roads. So that takes you through our municipalities. And so in Eunice, for example, there's a lot of attractions. There's museums and the Jean Lafitte National Park and Preserve, so there's different programming that occurs there. And then in Opelousas, we have what you see here today, Le Vieux Village and the Orphan Train Museum. There's also a historic walking tour that covers about 100 spots. So that's something really neat for people to see. And then in Washington, we have an old schoolhouse antique mall, which is a pretty unique venue for antique sellers, antique dealers, buyers, and dealers. And overall throughout the parish, that's one special thing that we have in this parish is our amount of antique vendors. Within a 20-mile radius, we have over 700 vendors, and that's pretty unique.
And if people want more information about the parish or what you have to offer here, where can they go?
They can go to www.cajuntravel.com. They can call us at 877-948-8004.
We also are home to Louisiana's only orphan train museum, which is the second orphan train museum in the nation. The Louisiana Orphan Train Museum is located in La Vieux Village. Other nearby museums include the Opelousas Museum and Interpretive Center and the Creole Heritage and Folklife Museum. We also have great entertainment in the form of live horse racing and some wonderful nightlife venues where you can hear Zydeco music and Cajun music and swamp pop music. We also have wonderful eateries here that serve up delicious Cajun and Creole foods.
And why should people outside of this community come to this festival? What's unique about it?
Well, this festival is unique because we have so many different varieties of spices, so much food, and the music. It's not just about Zydeco. We talk about Zydeco, swamp pop, gospel, anything you want, you can get right here in Opelousas. It's the melting pot. It's the gumbo of festivals. So we encourage everyone to come out and participate.
The event is important to the community. It's for everyone in the community to get together and make a bond with each other. It's important for the community to come out and support each other, one another. I love the festival. I think everyone should come out and support it.
From my experience over the last couple of years, it's one of the better festivals here in Louisiana, and I'm always looking forward to going, especially to bring my kids. It's such a nice atmosphere for the young and old. It's no other festival like it, in my opinion.
People can visit us online at OpelousasSpiceAndMusicFestival.com. They can also find us on Facebook or check us out on Opelousas Travel.
If hot and spicy is the way you like it, then you're sure to love the Opelousas Spice and Music Festival. Hot food, spicy music, and tons of fun. It's the hottest festival underneath this Louisiana sun. So whether you're young or old, don't hesitate. Come to Opelousas and les la bon temps roulé. Why? There's just no place hotter.